This is Michael the Laine of the Copenhagen Voice. I am attending the Inuit and Arctic Indigenous Peoples Day. With me is Olav, Mathis, Eira, who is Vice President of the Saami Council. You are from Norway, but the Saami people are spread over 4 countries, which is Norway, Sweden, Finland, and northwestern Russia. How are they being affected by climate change?
Yes, traditionally the Saami people are reindeer herders. It means we live out in nature, and we are totally depending on to predict nature. But nowadays the problem is that we are not that sure how to predict anymore because of the climate change. The world is not what it used to be. The old prediction methods don't work very good anymore. But there are also many other changes, like the ices are more unsure now. The old migration routes are not that sure anymore, and so it affects us on every stage. We see new bugs coming up, spreading diseases to reindeer. A neighbor of mine lost reindeers, 70 reindeers because of that. So the nature is quite other than it used to be. The worst thing just now is that this thawing and freezing, because that makes the an ice layer, and reindeers have hard time to get down to the lichen, the food. So they have had some starvation too, and a couple of years we had to feed them mechanically with grass pellets, just to get them surviving.
So apart from not being able to predict where the herds are, it's affecting your livelihood because you can no longer be sure of getting enough feed to the herds, or that you can cull the reindeer have to be culled.
Yeah, and also the lack of snow in the autumn means that we can't gather the reindeer and butcher at the right time to get right paid. And also this mechanically feeding is affecting our economy too. It's quite expensive.
Sweden has taken some steps to introduce renewable electricity generation in the Saami areas by putting up a lot of wind turbines. But this is a problem for you, is it not?
Yeah, it's really a problem. It's not only in Sweden, it's happening in Norway too, and also in Finland. And they come on our land to make this efforts to mitigate and build these windmills and dams. So it's not. They're making problems for the reindeers, scaring them away, and they can't go where they used to. There are several examples, but these forces, they are so strong we can't stop them anyway. It seems to be impossible. But of course, that's why I'm saying that we get double dose of climate change because of this new building. But also other things happening up north, because the warmer climate gives access for industry up in north. It's easier, better for them. So we got more industry also on our lands, and more people, kind of human explosion happening now there. So all this is really disturbing the old livelihoods in our areas.
If you had one recommendation to COP15 for the agreement we hope will be there on Friday, what would that be?
Take steps, but don't let only the indigenous people suffering by your steps.
Okay. Thank you much indeed.